Hello, good morning. Welcome to Better Life. I'm Dr. Ayo Akinshete. And today we are going to continue with how to marry without getting into debt. How to marry without getting into debt. Now, we have talked about quite a number of things, and today I want us to just move on that subject. We have talked about why you shouldn't get into debt. I gave you about 7 reasons, and today I want us to talk about practical issues. If you want to save money and not get into debt, there are practical things you can do. For today, number 1, simple registry. Simple registry. Many people are not aware that it is possible to have registry wedding without a crowd. They don't know. Some people believe that you cannot go to registry without filling the auditorium, and it's not the truth. What you need for registry is just 6 persons. Apart from the groom and the bride, 6 persons. 2 as your as parents for the bride, and 2 as parents for the groom, then 2 for witness to represent best man and chief bridesmaid. That's all. When I went to do my own registry, believe me, I didn't go with a crowd. I went there, signed, my wife signed, and then nobody went with us. We just got 1 or 2 persons to sign on behalf of our parents and all that, and that was all. Look, if you take a crowd to registry, you are going to have to feed them, and that's going to waste your money. Anything beyond the 6 persons that we sign is a waste of time and a waste of money. Now, if you have money to throw around, you are not the one I'm talking to this morning. Yeah, if you have money to throw around, it's okay. You don't need a crowd and special clothes for registry. I remember the day I went for my registry. The clothes I wore to work that day was the clothes I wore to the registry. My wife did not need to change her clothes, because basically it's not the clothes you need, it's the certificate. It's the government certificate you need, so that the government can recognize that you are married. Because in actual sense, engagement is a real wedding. The reason for registry is just for your marriage to be recognized by the government. You don't need flamboyancy around it. In fact, when I went for my registry, we didn't sit down. We had made arrangement. They told us to come back at a certain time. We came back. We did all the signing, and we got our certificate and left the place. Nobody knew when I had my registry. It was not secret, yeah. It was not secret, but there was no need to carry everybody there. There was no need. Registry wedding can cost you so much if you invite too many people. Making it a simple one will help you cut down cost dramatically. I have a close brother who went away with his wife after their engagement, and then suddenly their registry pictures just surfaced on the internet. Even the so-called registry pictures, I think they did them in the studio. When they were done with collecting the certificate, they went back home, I guess, on an opportune day. The day that was convenient for them. They wore the clothes they loved. They went to the studio. They snapped. They changed their clothes and snapped again. Maybe about 10 exposures, and then they went back to their house. That's economical. Even apart from the economy, I think it's reasonable. The whole world does not need to know when you will go to registry. Let the whole world come for your engagement. That's okay. Excuse me. If the whole world wants to come for your church wedding, if you are doing that, it's okay. But for registry, you can make it simple. You can save money. You can cut down on costs from there. Number 2, Sunday morning wedding. Sunday morning wedding. Sunday morning wedding. Wedding can be done on Sunday instead of Saturday to cut down costs. It can be attached to a Sunday service. There will be no need for reception. Nobody goes to church on Sunday morning to eat. Even your guests will love and adopt the style. Stop thinking they will criticize you. And in case they do, it's not their wedding, it's your wedding. And you'll be surprised. People will clap for your creativity. And even if they criticize you, please look away. Let them say, it's your wedding. Who says wedding must be done only on Saturdays? It's a tradition that wastes resources. Because on Saturday, majority is free. Too many people will be free on Saturday, and therefore you are going to have a lot of mouth to feed. Except you have the money to tour around, it's okay. But believe me, Sunday morning wedding is going to make your wedding very economical. I know somebody there is wondering, who will do Sunday morning wedding? I have done it for somebody before. It worked out perfectly well. Sunday morning wedding is still a white wedding. Is it more than wearing white wedding gown? Wear your white wedding gown. Wear your suit. If you have bought one, it's okay. And in case you don't want to buy white wedding gown, you don't want to buy suit, you can wear your engagement clothes. Even for that Sunday morning, you can even wear the clothes you had before. Just look special. They put 2 seats in front for you, And then for maybe one or two other persons, in case you have a best man and chief bridesmaid, and in case your parents are going to be around, they can help you to arrange special seats for them. That's all. The experience we had when we had it in our church was wonderful. It added color to that Sunday service and it spiced up the wedding. We gave them time for vow exchange and communion, and then we presented them as the newest couple. It was very colorful and it was very economical for them. If you want to try it out, tell your pastor. Let's get out of every box and be creative. Number 3, focus on your engagement. If you want to cut down on cost, if you don't want debt after your wedding, focus on your engagement. Engagement is the real wedding. That is where families exchange goodwill and give away their daughter. Every other attachment is borrowed from the West. In case you don't know, church wedding is not wedding. The real wedding is engagement. Church wedding is fertility. It's borrowed. The place where church wedding is their real wedding, where the church wedding is their culture. That is, they don't do engagement there. We are the one borrowing everything. We do engagement, we do court wedding, we do church wedding, we do reception. By the time couples are done, they have expended their savings. The groom, the bride, their parents, everybody, they have wasted all their savings. The real wedding is the engagement. Every other is an attachment. Agree with your spouse and parents ahead of time. Let them know your capacity. Whoever wants something bigger than your plan should pay for the extras. People will suggest things. Yeah, things you may not be able to afford. Just tell them you are happy. If that you'll be happy if they can make it happen as they have said. Somebody is suggesting something extraordinary. Oh, tell them it's creative. That you are going to be happy if they can make it available. Don't let anybody kill you. But in the case of engagement, the bride-to-be will have bulk of the work to do here. Since our family will play the host, she will be the one to present the budget she and her fiancé made. She will give reasons why they don't want to go beyond their financial power. Where necessary, carry your pastor along or a reasonable family elder that can help you to mediate in case your parents are stubborn. Your pastor can help you talk to your parents. Whoever you have chosen among the elders in your family can help you talk to your parents. We have come to days where even if you have all the money, don't waste it. Don't waste it. Save the money. Save the money. Don't waste the money. A modest engagement is not a crime. In fact, this day there are living room engagements. Living room engagement. Everybody there will be more than 50. You can adopt it if your parents don't mind. The marriage is more important than the wedding. I want to say that one more time. The marriage is more important than the wedding. So don't let pressures generated by the wedding ceremony shock you after the celebration. Because even engagement, if care is not taken, you are going to spend on unnecessarily. You are going to spend unduly. And at the end of the day, you are going to regret it. In my opinion, money you can use to buy land, you shouldn't spend it on wedding. Yeah. Am I saying don't have a colorful wedding? No. Far from it. Make your wedding colorful. It's okay to do that. What I'm saying is don't spend what you don't have. Yeah. Somebody has 100 million and he spent 10 million on his wedding. He has not spent money. And you have 3 million. You also want to spend 10 million. You are killing yourself. You are. In wedding, there's no comparison. Because the person you are comparing yourself with, you don't even know who is backing him up. You don't know who is supporting him. You don't know his financial power. You don't know how much he has in his bank account. Comparing yourself with another person in preparing for your wedding is a waste of time. It is the peak of foolishness. Don't compare your wedding with another person's wedding. I know a guy that got married and the parents of the bride was their firstborn and they were billionaires. They told the guy, please, just relax. Don't give yourself a headache. First, they said to them, gave them a duplex as a gift long before the wedding. A duplex as a gift. They put the names of both of them on the house, gave them 2 cars, and then gave them about 50 million for the wedding. Now, that was a wonderful parent. Yeah. They wanted them to be the ones shining. They wanted them to be the ones spending the money, so they gave them 50 million. Spend money. Be the one purchasing. Be the one buying. Don't let the world know we are the one sponsoring. But you may not have parents like that. Yeah, you may not. And if you don't kill yourself. Spend what you have. Do what you can do. And then the last one for today. Buy clothes you can afford. Buy clothes you can afford. Wedding clothes don't have to last the rapture. I want to say that one more time. Wedding clothes does not have to last until rapture. If you can't buy suit from Marks and Spencer's and Versace, see a good tailor and visit a countryside boutique and buy one. You can get good and presentable suits that will not give you sleepless night from many places. There are cheap and beautiful wedding gowns nowadays. In fact, wedding gowns can be rented now. Yeah, it makes it cheaper. You can even borrow from someone. I remember people came to borrow our wedding gown. In fact, as I speak now, I don't know if we still have it. People kept coming to borrow until we don't know who the last person who took it away. It makes it cheaper. We even encourage people to come and borrow. Why? To save money, to save cost. You use it and return it thereafter. Look, this tradition of like a young lady said, she said, I want to be buried with my wedding gown. You are planning for wedding and you are thinking of the day you will die. Something is wrong with your head. Even if you maintain your shape till you die, maybe 40, 50 years after your wedding, you still want to wear wedding gown at your burial. Your children may not even heed that kind of nonsense. You are having wedding, you are thinking of the day you will die. So the wedding gown must be my own. Is that day we need the wedding gown? After that day, we don't need it again. There's no marriage in heaven, sister. You are not going to need that wedding gown in heaven. So it has no advantage at your burial. Why should someone even think about burial at wedding? Work on your mind. Even clothes for traditional wedding should be at your financial level. Don't impress anyone. If you do, you will bear the headache alone. When those you are trying to impress are gone. If the original is expensive, buy the imitation. Let me say it again. If the original is expensive, buy the imitation. Just let it look like what you want. That's all. It does not have to be the best of the best. Wise up so that you can avoid headaches after your wedding. Some people think that the label on the clothes you are going to wear for your wedding must be a popular label. In case you don't know, nobody wants to see your label. Buy something that fits you. Let it look good on you. That's all. Let it look good on you. That's what matters. Let me say one more time. I am not against looking good. I am not against spending good money for your wedding, but I am against spending what you don't have. I am against spending what you should save for wedding. I am against spending fortunes that you can save and use for the future for wedding. I am against spending unnecessarily for wedding. Buy clothes you can afford. Buy clothes you won't need to cry after buying. Buy clothes you won't need to go and resell after the wedding. Because I've seen that over and again. People buy very expensive clothes, and after the wedding they go to sell it. And after they sell it, they can't sell it for new again. They sell it at second hand, and then they pay back the loan. They cannot even pay more than half of the loan. Then they start running helter-skelter to pay the remaining. Even the clothes will bite your body. That you are wearing something bigger than you. You are wearing something bigger than your income. You are wearing something you should save for the future. The clothes will bite your body. Let's get wise. Things are changing. The days of what people say is gone. Gone. Those days are gone. So buy clothes you can afford. Buy clothes according to your pocket. I'm going to stop here for today. Do you need to call? You need someone to counsel you, someone to pray for you or pray with you? We are always here for you. The number to call is 070 56 66 76 86. One more time, 070 56 66 76 86. I love you, and I'll see you again.